All right, guys. Hope you're doing good. We got some concerning allegations coming out now against Dawn Wells. Um, but before I get into that, um, there's some other concerning allegations against Dawn and Candace from Jody Sue from a long time ago. So what I'd like to do is present all of this to you as one whole package. And, at the end, you guys can leave your comments, tell me what you think. But again, some very serious, sickening allegations coming out now against Dawn Wells. But before I get into that, let's not forget these allegations here. Let me play it for you.
Y'all go over there and ask why exactly it is he was selling drugs to the children. Why he was potentially causing little girls over there to be sedated and to be touched.
All right, so there, we all have heard that, where Jody Sue said that, Andy allegedly was taking drugs over there and selling them to Dawn and Candace. So little girls could be touched. And we all know what that means. We all know that, she's talking in a S kind of way. We're not stupid. We can read between the lines what she's saying here, So you have that. And then you have the allegations coming out now. Everybody knows Mary, Dawn's stepsister, Mary Hartman. Well, Mary Hartman recently made allegations that she had claimed to walk in on Dawn when she was 16 years old. Seen Dawn in a bedroom. When she went to bedroom, she seen Dawn with a poodle, a small dog, a poodle. That belonged to her sister, okay? And she said the dog was terrified, and she was kind of hinting around that, Dawn was, she was saying Dawn was like messing with the dog, and the dog was terrified, and she had to save the dog from Dawn. She's kind of like, more or less dancing around. Now she said, I'll tell you what he was doing with the dog if you want me to. She said it was, quote, some crazy shit. But at the end, she finally admitted it, guys. She finally admitted it. And she did say, Don was on drugs. She said, I think he was on his freaking drugs, screwing with her dog, end quote. So there you have it. More serious, sickening allegations coming out against Dawn Wells. Apparently, other people have known about, Dawn Wells and animals before, allegedly. Now, this is all alleged. But again, even with what Jody Sue's saying, it's alleged. We don't know if Jody Sue's telling the truth or not. But it's concerning, guys, because you've got multiple people. It'd be different if like one person come out and said something ridiculous about Dawn Wells, right? But when you've got multiple people coming out making multiple sickening accusations against them, you do have to stop and wonder, I think, this could just be the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what may eventually come out. Again, when listening to all this stuff, I have to stop and go back to the CPS case involving the boys. We all know that there were a bunch of dogs on the property at 110 Ben Hill Road. Um, so I have to go back and, analyze things and think about things. Okay, so you've got Mary saying Dawn was screwing with her sister's poodle, and now we realize there's a bunch of dogs. There were a bunch of dogs um, at 110 Ben Hill Road. And then, come to ultimately find out, the kids were taken by CPS. We still don't know the exact reason why they were taken, but, the family at 110 Ben Hill Road, Dawn and Candace, had a history, I guess, with CPS investigations. We don't know exactly what they involved, how serious those investigations were, how sick those investigations might have been. But ultimately, the kids were removed from the house. They are in state protection, and I'll reiterate that word again, protection. Last we heard from Dawn is they are no longer allowed to communicate with the boys. So something's happened during maybe the course of the CPS investigation. I personally do not think Dawn and Candace will get the boys back. I know there's probably a lot of rhetoric from, Dawn and Candace's side of the camp that may try to make it look like, well, it ain't really as bad as what people think. But again, I just think that's rhetoric. Because if you just stop and think, it's got to be bad. I mean, those kids have been gone out of the home for almost 3 years. Dawn and Candace, thank God, they're in protection. They've been in protection from Dawn and Candace for 3 years. So the rhetoric coming from the Wells camp saying, making it sound like, well, things ain't as bad as what people are really making it out to be. It's just rhetoric. That's all it is. It's just rhetoric. Uh, I guarantee it's probably as bad, if not worse, as what we think. Again, the kids have been in state protection from their, parents, Dawn and Candace, for going on 3 years now. And we really don't know how bad it was. Maybe, years down the road, we may. I know we're not going to get the answers from CPS. We're not going to get it from law enforcement. All this stuff's going to be sealed. So anything that we get information-wise down the road in relation to, what really was going on at 110 Ben Hill Road will probably end up coming from people that know Dawn and Candace, people that knew them. Maybe, see, I don't even think, if there's a jury, I don't even think that the jury will be able to speak about certain things after, if there's a trial. I don't even think the jury will be able to speak about certain things, because it involved minors at the time, and it's, I can see them keeping that stuff sealed, But again, more serious, sickening allegations coming out against Don Wells from his sister. When's it going to stop? When's it going to stop? I don't believe it will stop. I believe, things will trickle out as time goes on. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. People that know Dawn and Candace. Here we have Mary, Dawn's stepsister, trickling out information that, Dawn was having activity with a poodle. I mean, like I said, it's going to come out eventually. It's going to come out eventually. So all we can do is stay tuned, and I'll keep you guys up to date on what I hear. I'll do all the, if you don't want to go listen to all this other stuff that's, I'll get the information for you and bring it to you. I'll try to bring it to you in a respectable manner. And that's what you'll get on this channel. So, and again, everything's just allegations. But like I said, when you have multiple people making these sickening allegations against Don and Candace, yeah, makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. All right, guys, that's it. And if you found this information useful, do me a favor and share it. Share it. And I'll try. I'll be able to try to get some more information for you and bring it to you in a respectable manner. Um, and we'll keep covering this case and see where the road leads us to, and hopefully it leads at least to some form of justice for them kids. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on the next video.